What up, what up, what up? What up, gang? First video on the channel. Got some court cam moments. No, we gonna get right into it. It's a long ass video. I'm not even sure I'm gonna do this full video today. So let's just get to it.
We start things off in the El Paso County Courthouse in El Paso, Texas.
All right.
Free my daddy. What do you do?
Please be seated. The record should reflect the attorneys for the state, the attorneys for the accused are present in the courtroom.
Woo!
The man you see here is
That man fighting for his life.
Villegas, accused of killing two teens in 1993 when he was just 16. At that time, without an attorney or his parents present, Villegas says he was coerced by an El Paso detective into confessing to the murders.
Hey, that shit happens a lot. That shit happens a lot, especially in Chicago. That shit, the cops here are so fucking corrupt in Chicago. I swear, since like everybody's all addicted to perks and shit, they'll make you detox in a room for like 2 days straight. And then be like, hey, you can get out if you just write the statement. Or just snitch on your homeboy. Or just admit that you did it. And they don't even have to do it, but they detox and cops will do anything just to close the case. So I believe it. I believe it.
Despite recanting the confession hours later,
Hours later?
For the prosecution.
Present in the courtroom, the court has received a message from the jury indicating that they've reached a verdict.
Villegas has been on trial 3 separate
See that
times
man's
for this crime
eyes?
and has maintained his innocence throughout.
Let's bring the jury in.
His first trial in 1994 ended in a mistrial due to a hung jury. The
1994.
1995 retrial ended with a conviction for capital murder. Villegas was sentenced to life in prison. After spending 18 years in prison, that verdict was thrown.
121.
From the El Paso County Courthouse in El Paso, Texas.
That nigga been there for 18 years. That daughter don't look. That daughter don't look 18. Yo, what did they call those visits? Those concierge visits? I don't know. That boy was going crazy. He shot the club up. I don't even know how you could shoot the club up when you facing life.
In 2013, because of ineffective assistance of counsel, Villegas was released in January of 2014.
Oh, he was
And
released.
has remained out on bond as he awaited a third
Alright,
trial.
that makes
During
more
that time, he
sense.
fathered 2 children. Though the prosecution continued to insist on his guilt, there was no DNA, no
Damn, look
firearm.
at, is that his lawyer right there? Which one is his lawyer? That lawyer looks like Count Dooku. Count Dooku been through it all with this man. He's like, come on, man. Come on.
Forensic evidence
This ain't funny. This some real life shit. This ain't funny.
presented linking Villegas to the shooting.
If the defendant will please stand.
He's fighting
The
for
last
his life.
25 years of his life, much of it in prison, has all led up to this moment.
In the District Court of El Paso County, Texas, 409th Judicial District, the state of Texas versus Daniel Villegas, number 94-0D09328. Verdict form B. We, the
You don't gotta
jury,
say all
find
that. Just say
Daniel
guilty or
Villegas
not guilty.
Not guilty of.
Woo-hoo! So who really did it then? Bet you they won't try to
For
find
the
that
first
out.
time since he was 16.
Police too lazy to try to find that out. That case is closed. It's cold now. That's what they call it. A cold case. They ain't gonna go back on that shit.
Years old, 25 years ago, Daniel Villegas is a free man.
Mr. Villegas, you have been under many conditions.
Look at that upstanding citizen.
In this court.
Good job, bro.
You are no longer under any conditions in this court, you are free to leave.
Now, I'd be out that bitch. I have 5 more kids. I have 5 more kids. Glace.
Represents all the
I'm going there. Whoa, come on, Auntie, what you doing? Yo, Auntie looking bad. They got Unjamal. Only I could say this. Imagine if a white guy said that. Nigga would be canceled. Canceled.
Over the next few hours, she'll see dozens of defendants. Years later, the case went to trial. He pleaded not guilty to all charges.
This is a case about an abuse of an incredible power, about the abuse of the incredible trust that we all...
I'm serious, dude. What you want me to do, man?
Like the other drivers who testified,
Damn. He don't discriminate. You said him? Him? I can understand him, her. They look like, you know, they black. So, yeah, you can be like, hey, they did it. This dude looks like an accountant. He looks like he could be your defense attorney. And you said he got...
officer permission to search his car because he claims he had nothing to hide.
And I knew my truck was clean.
You never do that. Never do that. Even if you know you got nothing in your car. Nope. You better respect your Fourth Amendment rights. I swear to you. You better respect them.
I knew it was.
While the jury got to watch most of the traffic stops, some recordings had mysteriously disappeared.
Disappeared them from the Jedi archives.
Why in the world would that have been?
All right, Count Dooku.
I wish I knew that answer.
Ironically, body cam footage would become the strongest element in the prosecution's case, especially when it came to Teresa Odom.
This grandma, you really put drugs on this grandma?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
At first, the officer's polite, even playful.
Anything in the vehicle I need to be concerned about? Bombs, hand grenades.
This is why you never let them search your stuff.
While Odom stands behind the vehicle, Wester begins his search. Notice as he prepares to put his gloves on, there's a small item in his left hand. Prosecutors argue that Wester is palming a small bag of meth, which he claims to find next to a spoon.
This nigga's hiding this shit like WWE stars hide their blades, bro. That's what does he gain from this, dude? Like, police have a quota of drug charges. I know tickets, but drug charges, I don't think that's a quota. So what does he gain from this? He's just ruining people's lives for no reason. And you're expecting me not to say these guys are not losers?
Vehicle.
Miss Odom.
It is yogurt, sir.
I know.
Yogurt?
Okay.
It's yogurt.
How about this, sir?
That is not mine. No, sir.
Not abuela. Look at abuela.
The white small plastic baggie that was in that spoon that the deputy just showed you on this video. Had you ever seen that before?
No, sir.
Was that in your car?
No, sir.
As far as motive, the prosecution claims the 28-year-old officer was ambitious and wanted to move to narcotics as quickly as possible.
Oh my God.
Wester testified he never planted any drugs.
The drugs were there. I did not put the narcotics there.
And after 5 days and several witnesses, the jury was asked to render a
What is this nigga wearing? Ain't he the prosecutor? Is that a gown? Why is he...
verdict. If Wester's found guilty on all charges, he could spend the rest of his life behind bars.
On
After
BD?
7 hours, the jury returns with its verdict.
In the state of Florida versus Zachary Tyler Wester, we, the jury, find as follows as to the counts charged in the information. Count 1, guilty of racketeering as charged.
The clerk went on to read the verdicts on all 67 charges.
Count 7, guilty of official misconduct as charged.
In total, the crooked officer was found guilty on 19 charges.
Count 9, guilty of official misconduct as charged. Count 10, guilty of official misconduct as charged.
Including misconduct in the arrests of Van and Teresa Odom. 11 of the 12 drivers filed civil lawsuits against Wester. In July 2021, he was sentenced to 12 and a half years in a state prison.
That's half the time I've been alive. Alright, gang, we're gonna head out on this one. We're gonna see you next time.